Going to take a look at some of the factoring activities, starting with i.1. So we want to look at two things. We've got two terms, so what's going to happen is we are going to have something inside parentheses and we're going to pull something out to the front. Between the 3 and the 9 they have a 3 in common. That leaves a 1 and a 3 on the inside. Between the y to the power of 3 and y squared, they have a y squared in common, and we'll have to hit this button right here. Oops. Y, and then we'll hit that button right there. So we'll have a y, and we don't need anything right there next to the 3. We can also get rid of this 1 if we want to. Alright, in this case they have a number and a variable. The number is 3 that they have in common, and they both have at least one c. So what we have left here is a c squared and a minus, make sure you hit the right arrow key to get out of the exponent, and then a minus 2. Okay, again we have two terms and they have a variable and the numbers have something in common. 10 and 4 have a 2 in common and they both have a k. That leaves a 5k squared. Hit the right arrow key to get out of the exponent, plus 2. And I know what's in the middle here because if I distribute the 2k to the 5k squared, I'm going to get the 10k cubed, and the 2k times 2 will give me the 4k. Okay, a little faster here. We'll have a 3x that they have in common, x plus 3. We have a 3n with an n squared minus 2. Hit right to get out. A 3a with an a minus 3. 3y with a y squared, right arrow, minus 2. Okay, now in this particular case, there's two terms. This term does not have a variable, so the only thing that could come out is a number. But 17 and 6 don't have anything in common. In fact, 17 is prime, so it has no factors other than 1 and 17. So I am just going to retype this as it is because it is already factored as much as it can be. Alright, back to one we can factor. 2w times 7w, 7w. Now, you have the 2w already, but we have a minus, so we'll just do a minus 1. Okay, 2k times k squared, right arrow, minus 1. We have to have that placeholder of the 1 here so 2k can distribute to it. Again, they don't have anything in common. There's no variable here, and 9 and 10 have nothing in common, so I'm just going to retype this. Getting a little trickier here. 27 and 6 have a 3 in common. B to the 5th and B to the 4th. 4 is the lowest exponent, so I'm going to keep that. Okay, 3 times 9 is 27. I need one more B there. And 3 times 2 is 6. I'm getting pretty close to my score of 80 here. 45 and 30 have a 15 in common. And I also have an A in common. That takes 1 away, so I have a to the 4th, 3a to the 4th, and 15 times 2 is 30. Alright, last one until I get to 80 here. They both have an 11. I'll take that out to the front. T to the 5th and t squared, so I have a t squared out front. That leaves t to the power of 3 here. And I just need a placeholder of 1 and make sure we've got that minus sign. Okay, I've got a score above 80, so I'm all set. And you can just move on to the next one.